Hello guys, this probably seems a little random the way that I'm putting the bike back together again, and nothing seems to be getting finished or completed as a unit, but actually I've got quite a few projects on the bench, so to speak, and so I can't get them refitted onto the bike until I kind of inspect them. So for example, the rear shock system here, haven't even looked at that yet, so obviously I can't put that back on. I want to clean and lube and just check and inspect the cables before they go back onto the carburetors. That's another job. I would like to take this primary case off. I would like to see that there's a clutch in there, and I'm pretty sure that there is. Also, haven't even considered the gearbox. I want to change the oil as well, and that should be very interesting. Looking forward to that. My front prop stands, and actually the main centre stand here from Dave Hills, they are away for painting as well, so I can't even take the bike off here right now. I'd rather not anyway, and so I'm waiting for those to come back. So lots of jobs in abeyance. I've got an interesting video coming up regarding the gas tank that I hope you'll enjoy in the next few weeks. And that's where I am right now. So in order to feel like I'm making a bit of progress, I'm going to take this primary cover off and we will see what lies beneath. A clutch. I don't need to undo these, they just hold the cover onto this outer case, but these two hold the outer cover to the inner cover. It seems that the edge of this plate for the centre stand, the tread down stand, is just preventing the cover from coming off. So just going to slacken off this bolt, give it a little bit of a wiggle out of the way, and then I'll try and remove this cover. So as you can probably tell by now, there's a boss on the inside of this clutch cover that prevents the cover, like, you know, with a Triumph or a Norton, the whole cover comes off. Here there's actually a boss on the inside and this clutch goes up against it. So we have to take the clutch out before we can remove the cover. And what I want to get to is the chain. It seems like it's super slack. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. We can either try and disassemble the clutch from the outside in, or I take the whole clutch assembly out, starting by removing this nut here. And I'm going to go for plan B, which is just to kind of take the clutch out and then work on it on the bench. The next step is just a little tricky. I don't know if you can see in there, there's what they call a retaining nut. It's 1/2 inch width, but there's really very little clearance from the inside diameter here and the outside of the nut. So it's a 1/2 inch width, and my Whitworth socket will not fit in there. However, I do have an older Whitworth socket that I would be willing to sacrifice for this. You can see there's just no way that that's going to go in there, but there's quite a lot of thickness on those walls, so I'm going to grind that down, hopefully, so that it will fit in there and there's enough strength in the socket remaining for us to undo this nut. Okay, here goes. It's a little thin on one of those walls, but that's okay. See what we can do. Yeah, I think that's got it. Oh, great. Oh, fantastic. Oh my gosh, thank goodness for that. Look, yeah, it's coming out. And I see the inside thread now. It didn't seem to be moving. I thought it was just spinning. Yes, the retaining nut's coming now. If you can see that nice, clean thread there. It looked like it was spinning earlier, but it's actually withdrawing. So great, I'll just keep going until that comes off, and then this whole assembly should come out. It's certainly a lot easier on the Triumph and the Norton to get to the inner primary case. Yeah, it's coming. Now we're outside of the lip, so it's actually outside. Wow, this is a bigger job than I expected. It's coming now. Still a bit more. Oh, I think it's getting easier now. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Wow, look at that thread. That's the longest thread in the world. Well, I'm very pleased with this socket. It worked much better than I expected. It worked perfectly. Oh, it's off. A Vincent clutch. Whoa, that was one down. Yay! Whoo!